I'm getting everything set up. It's been a while, guys. So this is GreedFall. Uh, So I'm excited for it. It's like a game I've been looking at for a while. So let's get into it. I already made my character. I'm kind of not satisfied about how many skin colors and stuff, but we're here. Willpower, accuracy. I can only do one at a time. It's my next step. Lockpicking, craftsmanship. Okay, allows you to craft basic weapons and armor upgrades. Vigor, I don't know how to say that. It prevents through curtains of difficult passages that will balance. Increase the maximum ammo capacity that lets slightly recover and magic outside of combat. This is charisma, slightly reduces merchant prices, and blah blah blah. We already know what that means. Science. Simple potions allow you to destroy weak walls and help. We're not about magic. I don't care. Lockpicking, size, institution level. Charisma, merchant, slightly improve companions' combat abilities. Basic weapons and armor. I want to go through craftsmanship. Do you want to create this character? Yeah, why not? They don't have no darker.
Few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Sorry. What is that? I can't pick that up. I never play a game like this, so forgive me. What did I just do? Okay, let's not do that again. Hey. I'm just practicing my movements, you know. Get the clean, you! I'm gonna actually speak to this person.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Man, I would hate to be.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
How come she gets a different skin color? Man, there's only white skin colors, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer like a darker shade.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Main attack, secondary attack. Ooh, I can get a handle of this. Ooh. Ooh, let's go. Ooh. Ah! I'm getting a hang of it. Oh, how do I heal? Okay. Use. I don't know what this means, but it says bind. Oh, bind. I'm taking triangle. So yeah. I can't block. Oh, dodge. Nope, I can't. I gotta figure this out.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
I chose someone who has guns, yes. I like weapons. Okay, which one was my L1? That's right. Firearms. Can I bind this? Can I bind this to... Right. I just like the weapons. This is gonna be harder than I thought because I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, okay. I'm activating Fury. Parry dodge. This is gonna be
It
weird.
appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
I'm not used to games like this. I'm sorry.
Remember,
I'm
you can always
completely
train
different
our
in the
barracks on
game.
the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Calling about being shouted by a bodyguard, or show him how happy. I'm very
On
happy.
the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
So bullets are not unlimited. Okay, so I'm specialty in firearms because I figure firearms is something I really want to do in a game, especially in this time period. Which I don't mind having firearms. So my parry dodge. Okay, that makes it easier. I keep pushing L1.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
I hate to sit in the dark. Come here. Ah, I gave you that 1, 2, 3. I probably shouldn't hit them.
Kurt, it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Guessing this game was originally in the Spanish language. It's a nice game for free. Well, I couldn't find it in a PlayStation Plus store, only in the PlayStation Store it was in. I have discovered the Prince's Palace. Okay, we need to go this way.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency.
Portugal?
I'm here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I only know
I
one
had no
person
idea
that
you
lives
would be
there.
leaving so quickly.
Portuguese, right? That's a language.
I had thought. Well, then, that is a pity.
Portugal.
Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Let's ask about something. I wonder what is the Bridge Alliance?
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities Al-Saad became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
So what is the relationships between congregation? I can't even read that.
Understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge.
Congregation, okay.
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Hello, sir.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate them. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Have you finally made up?
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last forever.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last forever.
Soon I'll have enough.
I heard the discourse of this priest on the main square.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last forever.
Did you hear? People say a great alchemist has set up a stall near the tavern.
The smoke from the My husband started coughing yesterday in the evening. I hope it's because of the cold.
The merchant is there. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
I am a king or something, and I demand weapons. Okay. Excuse me, woman. Oh, wrong way. Oh, well, if I can get down. How do I talk to this person? Can I sit down?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Ask about Talim. Am I saying that? The Talim?
Can you tell me anything about Thélème?
Thélème, okay.
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What about the congregation?
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Friday, what is the thing? Tirfidi, okay.
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
What are the relationships of the Bridge Alliance?
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfidi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor. Have a nice day, sire.
So where are these docks at? I must know. Right here. I go down here.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see him last?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Acquaintances in Shireen.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other
Shireen.
than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
What is the nuts?
Can you tell me
Notes?
a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Tirfididi.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfididi?
It is a
Tirfididi.
Spared from your wars and your mines for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. That will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
So, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
Be back soon, Captain.
How do I run again? Oh, hold X.
To my help! Death to the others!
How do I hit again?
Move away. Things are about.
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be killing these guys, but take everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take everything. I just. Oh, this would have been great to have lock picking.
Greenblood, do you need something?
What can you do?
I must leave you.
That would have been great to have a lock picking skill. Oh, you're bad. How am I supposed to know I'm not supposed to be in here? I'm gonna die. I like me guns. I'm looking for the boy and I keep coming in here. I'm -1 now with the nuts. This requires lockpicking. Oh, I wish I had lockpicking, but I don't. Requires lockpicking.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Intuition.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Ah, I can go up ladders. Hold up. I can loot containers. When can I get to a good fight? Jeez, man, do I have to replay just to get these? Ah. It's not even high enough. Hats. I hate wearing hats. I'm not too much as a fan of wearing them. Oh, I got a map. This would help me way. So, Merdy, Council, Captain Vesca, investigate the disappearance of...
May the disease never afflict you, Your Excellency.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
I want that blunderbuss.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What is the future role in the island?
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we...
So let's go. How do we dead end? What was that? There you are. But I want to gather this loot, see if there's any more loot.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Ask about the cabin boy. Ask what he knows.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going. Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story that...
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
That's a huge sword, by the way. Never seen a big sword like that. Was that always like that? Unmask the...
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Doesn't hold water?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
It's about the cabin boy.
Can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What happened, inform on the rich man?
Do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Okay, so we need to go disappearance among the knots. You just teleported in front of me, man. That ain't too cool. So this is the spot, I'm guessing, right here, the big door. They made doors this big.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
I want a huge door like that. Help me get furniture through the door.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Alright, I'm gonna have to cut this one short. But let's go ahead and let's speak about the.
I'm very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
How they found their son?
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Is that food on the table? You don't mind if, is that a bagel? No, that is not a bagel. That's a piece of cheese. I love cheese. Cheese is my favorite. I need to sell some of the stuff I've been getting.
To my help! Death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get done!
Ow! That's one way to kill. I told you I'm a gun person. I don't do anything. I'm gonna take all of this. Is that all of them? How did you get over here? I'm almost rank 2. The sickly needs some medicine, apparently. I just don't know. What is this? Oh, they're burning the sick. That's the best way to get rid of sick, if you burn them, you know, all the bacteria and disease. Hold up. I want to go to merchants. I have stuff I want to sell.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking?
Yes, I just want to... I want to sell... I cannot sell that weapon. How much do I have? Can't sell that item. Okay.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
I know weight has to do in this game, so yeah, just try not to get overweight.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring...
I'm still without you.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
So...
Be back soon, Captain. You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nord?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
That's Mr. D canceling. Okay. Hello. Let's go ahead and check out what this is have to do over here.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so.
What is about the Knots in Fort?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
Alright, crap, hang on.
For a few boat rides.
I keep getting added to these things and I just get so annoyed of it. There we go. I'm so sorry about that, guys.
For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Hey, how do I get through? How do I get through? Okay, we're gonna go this way. What's this?
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
I would like to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses. We are on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his man for a few days. So make sure that there is enough food for everyone, and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Sure, leave notes laying around, lady.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Always check the basements first.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Nauts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nords took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I
What's
have
up,
to
Dylan?
say, Sir Fontaine?
It's free on the PlayStation Store. You have to go and type in GreedFall. attempt to reason with him.
You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nauts.
Hey,
All
Dylan.
children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
I got Fallout 76 we could play sometime. I just made a character and I don't know what to do next. I'm gonna loot these guys. Nope.
Locked. Locked.
Oh, use key, you dummy. Use the key.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nauts.
Alright.
I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and
Go
say
home,
farewell
child.
to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
We haven't got to the part. This is supposed to be like some type of game, like what is this? Destroy the ones.
It's not possible just now.
Oh yeah, man! I didn't get lockpicking number 1, and I should have did that. Actually, yeah, this game is actually pretty interesting right now. I haven't got to all the fighting demonic peasants and stuff yet. I know there's creatures in here I got to fight. Where do I go next? Don't touch me, sickly. I do not like being touched. Why am I here? Can I grab the... Man, I can't grab a rifle. I'm stuck with the itty bitty pistol.
It's blocked.
How do I get into this warehouse? Excuse me. Oh, look at this cheese. Oh man, I could munch on that.
Locked. I don't have the key.
You don't have the key.
Locked.
Hello. No one here. Okay, we can go this way.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Nah, I'm pretty busy. Why do I need to talk to you? Ask him about
I'm looking for my
Constantine.
cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
I'll need to pay. I'm poor. What do you think of me, man? I'm poor.
I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to get...
I need to be off. Farewell.
I'm poor. I don't have that money. If I had that money, I would have bought me a blunderbuster by now. Where is this? Is this it? No, what can I do with my gun? Can I upgrade my gun? What's the stock supposed to be for anyways? If I seriously have to pay this guy, man. I want to repair.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Metal dowels? What's a metal dowel?
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Explain. I do not. Ooh. Okay. Metal dowels. So it's good to try to repair things. I think you get more experience by repairing. Not too sure. Lucky I got craftsmanship.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
I repaired your furniture.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
No.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
So we need to go.
Sir de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise in contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Yes, I shall. Can I have a blunderbuss now? It would be lovely to shove it up someone's a-hole and blast them to smithereens, which would be pleasantly explosive for me. I must find my brother, cousin. I don't remember.
If you had any idea who I am, don't run up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
You get a pleasant idea. I want to sneak around too. Let's go down here.
It's blocked.
It's blocked.
It's not possible just now.
It's not possible. Well, we're going face forward. I'm not ranked to do that. More loot. I don't know what that is, but I'll take all of that.
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later. To my help.
Whoops! What do you say, man? I don't use anything. Yes. I'm level 2 now. Yeah. Oh, can I loot these guys, please? Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, using a gun is the best option for me. I don't know anything else for guns. I'm not a magic person, so we're not gonna do magic. Alright, so... before we save him, we should just shout to, I believe he's on the 2nd floor. Let's go ahead and look in the 1st floor. How do I rank up in this game? I must have lockpicking. Alright, lockpicking. What is this? Attribute. Talents. So I can't do any of that, but we did more accuracy for weapons, which I should probably try to do one-handed. We're one-handed blades, I believe. We can do heavy weapons or blades. That's about it. I did not mean to waste that. Oh no.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Have you ever felt
Have
lonely?
you ever felt lonely?
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
Oh my god.
I must leave you.
Sadly, you're not my type. What is it, because I'm male? There's no way to back out of that. That's pretty funny to me. I must loot more. More ammo, thank you. I just want the loot. Ah, stop! I'm trying to loot here. How do I put up my weapons? I got a key. What can I go to? Oh, I would never have seen this. I'll take all that. Even though I don't really know what it does. Can I open this with the key? Yes, I can. 70 gold! Hubba, hubba. I'll take that gold. Gold coins mean everything to me. And this game is about the money, probably. Maybe not. So we need to go upstairs. Nope, that's downstairs. Nope, that's downstairs. Go. Wait, go back up. God, man. Can I... Please just go back up. Can you go up any faster? You look like a sloth. Okay, hello. So what do I have? I don't have a new hat, Sally. Agility. I'll read that like next year. That means I'm not gonna really read anything in this game unless it's... Oh, there goes my $200 controller just dying on a charger. That's sad.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress! Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to put me out my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Today...
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Can I give you this rusty dagger? Because I can't use it. Wait, hold up. This is better than the others. I got 2 companions. This is better than Fallout games, man. What better? I could have 2 companions finally. Come on, boys. Don't worry about the dead bodies. You know, I took good care of these guys. And I forgot to loot a box. Before we go anywhere, I want to buy me a new weapon. These guys sound like zombies, man. I don't think that sounds good. Don't touch me, guys. Y'all are sick. I don't like to be around sick people. So this is the new island we're going towards. Where's the unmask the curtain? We could do that. Okay, he's not that far away. Let's go ahead and finish up this before we do anything.
You'll find all you need in Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything?
Nah, I would like to buy a weapon. Requirements, rifles. I want that. I probably won't be able to use it. Am I? What perks am I able to have? Okay, I'm not that far from it. It's okay buying a rifle, right? I wanted the blunderbuss and I got it. Like I said, I ain't going nowhere without the blunderbuss.
Say, the ambassador of Tulane sends his guard all around the city in search of heretics.
So how do I do this mission? It will help if I know what I'm doing here. Excuse me.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait long. It won't last forever.
Oh, all those people are dead in there. I just realized there's X on this. We need to go to interrogate the smuggler. We need to go to interrogate these smugglers. They would not be the ooh, oh my god.
I've seen a few.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
I don't have the key.
Well, I guess I'm not opening them. You smuggler. I don't have a lockpicking skill, I'm sorry.
Greenblood, do you need something?
No, I do not.
I must leave you.
So why am I called Greenbloods?
Greenblood.
No, I keep thinking you're someone else. Stop. Stop. So can I slaughter anyone that I please? Apparently, I don't need to go back outside. I need to go in here. I don't have a lock picking. I guess I keep my word. I'll definitely loot this. I'll take all of it. I don't know what they're for, but I'll take all of it. How do I get out? No, I don't, no. I remember there's a way out right about... Whoa, what's this right here? Lockpicking. Everything is all about lockpick. You gotta lockpick that, you gotta lockpick this, you gotta do that, and you gotta do that, man. I'm not a lockpicker. As I promised, I guess.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
You better, I'll come back and shoot you myself.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties.
Where are ya?
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Their research.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Mateus? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of St. Mateus.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Mateus and his disciples went to. But
The text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Is it possible of making an agreement with, what is their escape
Who were
plan?
you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
What about making an agreement?
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Well, if y'all speak of the truth and freedom, proceed with their arrest, purpose to speak with the Bridge Alliance, let them be on their way.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Hopefully this goes to the plan as I want to. What I see here is no research. There's nothing wrong with it saying wrong research, but I don't know anything about the story yet, so I'm just gonna say they're the ones speaking the truth. Oh, loot. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Oh, I must go up here.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Ask for help
I
with
would
the
like to talk to
question.
you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthäus, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection. But one good deed deserves another.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan?
You will certainly prove to be an excellent legate.
I would do that. But how? But I don't know how to do ask about.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
So we need to figure out how to do this.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to chat.
I heard the discourse of this priest on the main square. He says that the Malikor is a punishment from the Enlightened. What did we do to
The smoke from the bonfires renders the air unbreathable. I so wish I could leave the city.
I'm afraid if I hit one of these guys, can I save at all? Oh, I could save. Let's go ahead and save.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I will think about it.
As you wish.
How do I still this? Says I need to still, right?
My husband started coughing yesterday in the evening. I hope it's because of the cold.
Have you finally made up your...
I will think about it.
As you wish.
I don't know what to do. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to head off and I got stuff to do. I'll see you next time. Oh, hold up. You know, it takes me forever to figure out how to turn off the broadcast. I'm sorry. Oh, wrong button again.